delicious raisins.
I don't like raisins. I'm not having it.
Oh, of course you do.
No, I know if I don't like raisins. I don't like raisins.
No, I know you love it. Just try
Don't
one.
like raisins. Yeah.
Here comes the next one. Open your mouth.
Mommy, who's that?
Oh, that's my beloved mother, Mrs. Emmeline Pankhurst.
She looks depressed.
She has a very important lady in history. Oh, Mother, I miss you so much. Did you know she did amazing things for women's rights? I remember it when it was like yesterday. Okay then, here we go. Did you know that she was the eldest of 10 children? And her parents were very political. And then, Well, I just remember the time when she told me all about it. Okay then. Well, in fact, when she was 14, her mother took her to her first political meeting. So when she was 14, she went with her mother to a meeting of women who were suffragettes. Do you know what a suffragette is?
No.
Well, a suffragette is someone who fights for women's right to vote. Back then, women didn't have any rights whatsoever. My mother didn't really understand how important it was until that day.
Why are you making such a fuss? Things are good for women now.
But they could be better.
Better how?
Well, for example, if you want to go somewhere, you can't go unless your father or your brother takes you. And if you're really smart or interested in science, you can't go to university because only boys are allowed there.
Well, I like science.
And women can't own land.
What's the big fuss? I don't own any land and I don't plan on having any either.
Well, if your father has no sons and he dies, women can't own land, so his house will go to your smelly cousin Arthur, who chews with his mouth open.
Well, that's just rude.
Well, that's just it. Women can't vote either, so these laws will never change unless women have the vote.
Well, that's not going to end well. Well, in fact, when Mama finished her education in Paris, she came back to settle down. But when her parents told her to marry, she could not imagine herself taking orders from a man.
Can I have a biscuit?
Well, now you cannot. But then she met the barrister, Mr. Richard Pankhurst.
Lovely day! Pardon me, I'm Barrister Pankhurst.
Oh, well, you're rather handsome.
I'm 23 years older than you.
I know, but I'm not going to get married anyway because I don't want to be bossed around by men, and that's why I'm fighting for women's rights to vote.
Oh, I'm all for that.
Really? Well, there aren't much of you around here, so we have to get married immediately.
Ah!
So, when Mama got married, she had 5 children, but sadly, little Henry didn't make it. But still, with 5 children, she still fought for women to come together and get the right to vote. Anyway, in order to get the attention of Parliament, her and her group started doing crazy things, like maybe doing protests, rallies, throwing books at windows, and going to prison. My mother went to prison many times, but me twice. And while she was in prison, she went on hunger strikes.
I brought you bread.
No, I don't want it.
It's baked fresh.
I told you I'm on a hunger strike. No, I don't want it.
Okay then. I'm sorry, Chef.
No, she sent it back again. That's rubbish. I've cooked so many fresh meals and she keeps sending it back. So ungrateful.
Well, she is on a hunger strike.
I don't believe it. She doesn't like the food. She doesn't like the food.
No.
I don't think it's the food.
It's the food.
I don't think it's the food. Are you crying?
She doesn't like what I cook.
I'm gonna go.
Wait. She didn't eat on purpose? Yes, and it worked. Not did it only work, but it also got the attention of Parliament and all of the women in England. And then, when Parliament noticed, they started to vote. So, to get your mind off of snacking, do you want to help Mommy fold clothes? Don't you dare. You're not listening nor paying attention because this is all very sad. And because it was very sad because Papa died in 1898.
Yeah, and then the vote happened and Grandma was happy.
No.
Wait, what, the vote didn't happen?
Well, actually, it most certainly did happen and they did get the vote.
Was Grandma happy?
Well, I really don't know because she died 2 weeks before they got the vote.
She died 2 weeks before the vote?
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Well, that's just great! 2 weeks? Thank you for the lunch. Thank you for the story. Now I'm depressed. Bye!
I think I should send her to boarding school. July 2nd, 1928, women were given the right to vote. Finally! Oh, Mother, I miss you so much. Did you know she did amazing things for women's rights?
Nope.
Oh my God.
Just have a bite.
No, just take it away.
Just a nibble.
No. Oh.
You're angry.
I'm going to poke you.
Oh, the one in prison.
I'm going to poke you.
Yes!
I'm going
Okay, so now you're going to be on a hunger strike, okay?
I'm going to poke you.